Alright YouTubers, your boy Deluxe Man here with a two-part video for you today. First part is going to be about John Cena versus John Laurinaitis, and the second part is going to be my predictions for WWE Over The Limit 2012 this Sunday. So with that said guys, let's get into it, shall we? So tonight on Raw, we had the go-home show build, resisting the troll, for John Cena versus John Laurinaitis this Sunday at Over The Limit. And we had big Johnny Laurinaitis come out with power in his hands, feeling all cocky because he fired the Big Show. He mocked the Cena fans, calling them losers because they support a loser. Then Cena comes out and turns the tables on Laurinaitis, calling him a loser because he's 1 out of 4 for things he tried to do with the WWE. Those including Brock Lesnar coming in and quitting, him getting rid of Cena and others too. And then when Cena was calling him loser, he turned into Ace Ventura all of a sudden and was all like, loser, lehu, zaher. And I'm not gonna lie, I busted out laughing because it was random, it caught me off guard. And it was fun to see. I'm not even gonna kid myself. I don't know how you guys felt about it, but I thought it was hilarious. They go back and forth, and then Eve comes out with a piece of paper, gives it to Laurinaitis. John Cena snatches it, and then he reads it, and it pretty much says the match is a one-on-one match. Nobody can interfere, and he can't have a special guest referee. He can't add any more people to the match, and if anybody interferes in the match, that person will be fired. Which to me indicates there's going to be a screwy finish to this match because they said if they interfere, they'll be fired. What if the person that interferes is already fired, like a Brock Lesnar? Or, you know, not implying anything, but the Big Show was fired, and he seemed very desperate to keep his job. I wonder if Big Show would be so desperate enough to interfere and cost John Cena the match to get his job back. I'm not saying it'll happen. All I'm saying is the possibilities are endless. But you know what? I'm not going to get my hopes up for a screwy finish because I know how WWE gets with John Cena. Anytime we think they're going to do something with John Cena, they always turn around and do something else. Do the one thing they shouldn't do with him. I mean, just at Extreme Rules, he was supposed to be gone for a month and he's still around. Just at Money in the Bank 2011, he was supposed to be fired. And instead of being punished, he gets put right back into the World Championship picture. At Survivor Series 2010, he was supposed to be fired for not doing his job, yet he stayed around. I learned my lesson when it comes to John Cena in the WWE. So I wouldn't be surprised if Cena beats the living hell out of Laurinaitis and that's just it. It makes no sense, honestly, with him being the corporate political heel that he is as, you know, head of SmackDown and Raw. I would think WWE would want to continue this. Because whether you like Laurinaitis or not, he's doing his job as a heel and garnering heat. So much heat that tonight he got the crowd to just cheer Cena. I didn't hear any Cena sucks chants tonight. And I guess when you think about it this way, you can either cheer Cena or cheer Laurinaitis. I guess you had no choice but to cheer Cena. That's something big when I think about it. But he's garnering so much heat that why would you want to give this heel, this antagonist, why would you want to end it with John Cena? Haven't you done enough with John Cena? Why don't you give it to, I don't know, a CM Punk? You would think, right? He makes for a better rebel than Cena can because, hell, Cena's not even a rebel. He's a company guy. I don't see why he would end such a strong antagonist right now in John Laurinaitis. Why would you want to kill it off with John Cena? Why not use Cena to add more heat to him and then let him establish himself as an even bigger evil boss and then let a CM Punk take him down and establish him as a top babyface on your company? I mean, he's already a top babyface, but an even stronger babyface on your product. Why give it to John Cena? He doesn't need it. He's already been given everything. Why would you want to give him this as well? So me personally, I hope they go with the route of John Laurinaitis winning somehow, some way, somehow, with either Brock Lesnar interfering or a Big Show to interfere and being his reluctant slave to keep his job. Who knows? They may go that route. That would be nice. I'm not going to put my hopes behind it because I know how WWE gets with John Cena. Anytime John Cena is involved, you should know this. You should learn this. Anytime John Cena is involved, the cuffs are off. Anything goes. They will go out of their way to do something that makes absolutely no sense to protect John Cena because that's just how they are. But when it comes to this match, it's whatever. I'm not really all that excited about it. It's definitely not my most excited match on the card. And me being a wrestling purist, you know what match that is. But at the same time, it's not the least excited match on the card either. But I'm just not all that excited about it, really. I don't care who wins. Personally, I would like John Laurinaitis to win and continue this antagonist run he has. Because if anything else, WWE needs to establish some baby faces in this company. Really. And a John Laurinaitis, a strong antagonist, and a John Laurinaitis can really help do that down the road. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot to mention, if Laurinaitis loses, he'll be fired. And he also had a big announcement that he wanted to announce, which also gives it away that he might win. But at the same time, if that announcement was, you know, him getting a special guest referee and adding more people to the match, whatever that was, then yeah, he's screwed. But anyways, the match itself, I am not looking forward to it. I'm pretty sure there are people out there, and John Cena being the big draw that he is, I'm pretty sure there are millions of fans that would look forward to seeing him kick the living hell out of Laurinaitis. But at the same time, for a wrestling purist like me, I could care less. I couldn't care less. I am so serious. So let's go ahead and get into the predictions, shall we? There's a pre-show match on this pay-per-view, and I actually like this pre-show concept. They should continue it. It's nice. Zack, Ryder versus Kane, and if they wanted to, they could have just thrown this on the card, really. They have enough story behind it to where I could have actually bought this as a pay-per-view match. But it's a pre-match, so, hey, Kane's going to win this match. Honestly, if WWE really wanted to make Zack Ryder beat Kane, they would have put that on pay-per-view. Trust me, they would have built up to that one. It would be so random and kind of stupid to have Ryder beat Kane on a pre-show. You would want fans to see that. Don't you think? Seriously. So, Kane's going to beat Ryder, and that's that, honestly. Alright, main card matches. There are 4 matches right now. They might add more on SmackDown, and they might throw in some filler matches at the pay-per-view, who knows. But the matches right now are 4, and the first one I'm going to talk about is Layla versus Beth for the Divas Championship. Excuse me. This could be a good match. I have been very impressed with Layla's in-ring talent. I think she has improved miles above most of the divas, perhaps 90% of the divas on the roster right now. So that's awesome. Her versus Beth Phoenix, who in my opinion is the top female wrestler in WWE right now, should be a good divas match. So should be nice, should be a good match. Looking forward to it. Layla's going to win. I think Layla's going to be the one to drop the belt to Karma when she comes back. So, Layla is my prediction to win for this match. Moving on to the Tag Team Championship match between R-Truth and Kofi Kingston versus Zig Swag, or Dolph Ziggler and Jack Swagger. This should be a good match. I think with the talent in this match, it can't be anything but a decent to good match, honestly. So, it should be nice. I think Kofi Kingston and R-Truth will pick up the victory here. I think WWE is high on them. So, there you go. Should be a good match. I really do hope WWE takes my idea of R-Truth going back to his crazy, ruthless conspiracy R-Truth, and Kofi Kingston being the moderator for him and trying to pull him back in from going over the edge. That would make for an entertaining tag team. But you'll see what happens with that. You got my prediction on John Cena versus John Laurinaitis. I want to see John Laurinaitis win this match, but if Cena wins, I won't be surprised. And in my opinion, the main event on this show, and the match that's drawing for this pay-per-view, Bryan versus CM Punk. We know it's going to be a great match. We can't expect anything else but a great match. I do wish they would have gotten a promo segment for their pay-per-view tonight on Raw, which would have gotten us salivating for their match a little bit more. They may get it on SmackDown, but we'll see what happens with that. I am looking forward to the match regardless because, hell, what else can you expect from me? I'm a wrestling purist, and I want to see a great match. And I know this match is definitely going to be match of the night. You know it is. I know it is. And yeah, everybody's saying, but they've wrestled each other so many times before. Trust me on this one. Daniel Bryan and CM Punk have wrestled each other many, many, many times before in the Indies. Each match they have is different from the previous match that they wrestle each other against. Both Daniel Bryan and CM Punk are capable of telling a different story in every single new match they have with each other. So that's no problem to me. I don't care about them facing each other over and over again because I know each match is going to be different from the previous one. As a matter of fact, I hope they continue to face each other over and over after this match because I think this match is going to be the start of a saga that will lead into a big match at a WrestleMania or a SummerSlam down the road, which would be awesome, honestly. But the winner for this match, CM Punk. I think Daniel Bryan is going to be another stepping stone to help establish CM Punk as that top babyface in the WWE, which is desperately needed right now. So there you go. Should be a great match, and that's all I got to say about the predictions, guys. So my overall thoughts for Over the Limit, honestly guys, this is what happens when you crunch your pay-per-views so close together. You really don't give them time to really be established as their own pay-per-view, or an important pay-per-view nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we're only 3 weeks removed from Extreme Rules, and we have another pay-per-view. Not really much time to really build up towards it or get people excited for it, which is why they probably put Daniel Bryan and CM Punk on this card to get people to want to buy it, which is probably the only thing they can do. Hopefully, this teaches them a lesson to learn how to stretch the pay-per-views out more so they won't have 3-week builds that would make their pay-per-view seem unimportant or uninteresting. And so you won't have pay-per-views like Over the Limit, which is honestly a 1-match, or I'll say a 2-match card, Daniel Bryan and CM Punk, and John Laurinaitis and John Cena. There you go. But I'm not going to throw it completely under the bus. I think this will be a good pay-per-view, and I'm looking forward to it. And with that said, guys, share your thoughts down below on the pay-per-view, my predictions, John Laurinaitis and John Cena. Make a video response, do what you do. But thank you for watching. With that said, subscribe to me if you have not, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, subscribe to my second channel for tributes and mashups, go sub to the 4 Horsemen channel, my wrestling commentary group, and the 4 Horsemen themselves, Eonizzle and BigMoney2K, John and Preston, all down in the description box below. Catch you in my next video, guys. Your boy, the X-Man, signing off. See you this Sunday for Over the Limit. Peace.